You know, uh, I, I, I think the first time I met you, I didn't know that you were going to be part of the Democratic Alliance Youth. Or at that time, I don't think you were part of it. And you were doing, you were hosting sessions in Solani Center in Nyanga
Yeah.
for a lot of youth who were very interested in music, rappers, singers. Can you just explain kind of that program?
Yeah.
Because I only saw the rap side,
Yeah.
and.
So Nyanga Yetu is a comprehensive program. So one of the things that was discovered that caused Nyanga to be the murder capital was that some of those murders were happening during weekends. So, and some of the government programs and civil society programs start on a Monday to Friday, and they conclude so Monday to Friday 8 to 5. But during the weekends, nothing's happening. So there was a gap during the weekend. Started from Thursday upwards, there was a gap of programs that were lacking for young people. So currently, right now, I'm in talks, by the way, with Buffalo City, Office of the Mayor in Eastern Cape, where they want. We're discussing a way I can share the concept of Nyanga Yetu in the Eastern Cape, because if you recall, that 21 young people, 24 young people died there in a ship-in. So the concept was to not only give young people space, but to find a way to divert young people away from ship-ins. So that is the main concept. People are saying hip hop, blah, blah, blah. It's not the main. It's not the main thing. The main thing is to get young people out of the streets. So we had different programs. We had at some point we had yoga, we had basketball. So one of the key things that we realized in terms of the Nyanga Yetu project was that young people are diverse. They love different things. Some love hip hop, some love dancing, some love yoga, some love street soccer, and so on and so forth. So we came up with an integrated approach in terms of a program. So that was the main thing of Nyanga Yetu, to have an integrated approach that can accommodate all young people. There was a point where we hosted a ECD, early childhood program, where we hosted movies for young people, not young people, like for kids, because as I told you before, that as a kid, it's easy to see dead bodies on the streets, get caught in the crossfire. So it was a space to take away young people who are roaming around the streets to watch movies in a safe space, and so on and so forth. So the program of Nyanga Yetu in Zolani Center was not just particularly for hip hop, but hip hop and the open mic shows were the most successful ones, and they had more attendance, if I may say. So yeah, so it was a program that was designed to accommodate everyone within the space of Nyanga. And not even not in the space of Nyanga. We had people coming from Kailicha, Pal. We even had I forgot this name of this guy now. From Gauteng coming in. Zulu Boy was there even before he boomed. He was there in Zolani Center. There were artists who came there, bruh. Some of the artists who are dope now are coming from that space. We had DJ Easy E there, DJ Ready D there, Youngster CPT there. So it was a space that has groomed many artists, many talents in terms of art. It was something that was very.
What does the name mean? It means our Nyanga.
Yeah.
And what does Nyanga mean?
So Nyanga means moon.
Okay.
So Langa means sun.
Yeah.
The township of Langa was the first township in Cape Town. So Langa means the sun, Nyanga means the moon. So it means like our Nyanga. So we wanted to encourage a sense of ownership. People should own their township. Yeah.
So when did you have the idea for the whole project? When did it?
So.
And what were the first steps to make it a fully fledged event?
I never even thought of that. My first involvement in terms of youth programs, there was a time where there were gangs called Vuras and Vatus in Nyanga during 2013, 2014. That's where the murder capital of Nyanga went high. Boom. It skyrocketed because there was a gang violence that was happening. And during that time, no one was intervening. People were scared and so on and so forth. So we started to do gang intervention, gang mediation. That's where I went to Brazil to learn more about. So we did gang intervention, mediation in terms of these young people because they were killing themselves brutally. There was a story of a young girl holding her younger brother. I think the girl was like 10. They brother was like, I think 14, 15, holding her brother on her arms, crying. He's dead. He's dead. His guts are out. He's like brutally dead, bruh. You know, that my little brother came home and he was traumatic, was scared, and so on and so forth. And I started to realize people are scared. No one is intervening, bruh. People are scared. These kids will kill you inside your house, inside your mom, bruh. There's nothing she or your father can do. Nothing. Your community members can do nothing. They'll brutally kill you. You know, I started to realize, no, there's something can be done. You know, so engage young folks. I'm like, this is your brother who's involved. You know, let's get involved. You know, I started to get the brothers of these kids, some people involved. You know, so we started to gang mediation, and we did a conflict resolution to resolve this gang violence that was happening in Nyanga. That's where I met Dan Platt. He was the Minister of Community Safety at that time. So he was there. And that's where my relationship with Dan Plato started to build up, because it was in the safest place environment. I was in the environment as well. Then that's where the idea of saying that, what now? We've stopped these kings. They are no longer fighting. What now? So that's where the integration. So Nyanga Yetu was a concept. Well, it was first a government project.
Yeah.
So it was the Western Cape government project at first. So even though we came about with the themes, the names, and so on and so forth, you know, all the ideas, the concept. So it was like functioning like under the government, and I have to appreciate Helen Zille for that initiative, because this program was under the Alcohol Harm Reduction Game Changer, with which was under her when she was the Premier of the Western Cape. So Nyanga Yetu, in essence, is like her baby, you know, in a way. So yeah, that's how it started. So and it grew after that, and we had to help VPU replicate it in Kailicha, in Harare, and help them as well, give them ideas to replicate it in Pal East.
So, how did you go from well, okay, first, did you do any other notable projects that you can tell us about? Because I obviously only know you from the musical one.
Yeah, so in the process of that, some of government officials from the city requested us to intervene in a school called Oscar Mpeta High School. There's a school in Nyanga called Oscar Mpeta High School. It's a high school, and there was gang violence that was happening there. So that is one of the most successful projects that I was involved in. So we managed to reduce gang incidents in that school significantly, that the Minister of Education said to me, Zooks, can you please help us replicate this program in Hanover Park, because it's working. You know, the principal was writing recommendation left, right, and center, because we've managed to solve it. You know, one of the beautiful things about working with young people, there was a time in the school where there's a feeding scheme. You know, so in the feeding scheme, there was people are fighting over food. People is hit by hot food on their face. You know, and the smaller guys, you know, they stand in the line. When they arrive, all of a sudden there's no food, because the bigger ones are taking out the food. So what we did in the school, for example, we said, look, we said to students, this is your school. You know it better than us. So we just influenced students to come up with a team. They call themselves the Student Safety Hub. They came up with ideas to solve their own issues within the school. So we worked with UWC, the University of the University of the Western Cape, in that intervention. So we've managed to come with a solution that one day the principal of the school came out and they were looking, because the feeding scheme, it was no longer chaos. People were in a line, bruh. Discipline, you know, and that discipline enabled other young people who are not getting the food, you know, who are hungry, you know, who were small, who were bullied, be able to get the food. So that is one of the interventions that I'm happy about. You know, this is something that I'm considering to do next year.
Yeah,
there's a program that I want to do next year with UCT, with other departments, to focus on the issue of school safety as well. So there. Look, Michael, if I would talk about the projects and the programs that I was involved in, we can talk until tomorrow, bro. I don't want to lie to you.